we know now.
The blame game is aflame. Some presidential candidates want to punish China for pumping out shoddy toys sold in America.
I called upon the president to put a moratorium on trade coming out of China.
Under the WTO, we can shut this down.
But is China really to blame? U.S. recalls of Chinese-made toys have more than doubled since 2002 to around 95% of the total of all U.S. recalls. But a study by 2 Canadian business school professors concludes that in the majority of cases, U.S. manufacturers that outsource production to China have no one to blame but themselves. Professor Paul Beamish of the University of Western Ontario studied 2 decades of data of toys recalled by the U.S. Of 550 recalls, 420 were due to design problems. Only 54 related to manufacturing defects.
Most product recalls relate to design. They do not relate to the country of manufacture. That was true in years past and it's still true today. So about 3/4 of all the toy recalls that are made in the U.S. are due to design-related issues. It has nothing to do with where the toys are manufactured.
Indeed, in Mattel's case, the toy manufacturer acknowledged that its design flaw enabled small magnets in 18 million toys like Polly Pockets and Batman figures to fall off. Product safety expert Randall Goodden of the American Society for Quality says that in at least half of the toy recalls, the U.S. manufacturer is at fault.
The defective design, the Chinese and the Chinese manufacturers are obviously building product to the specifications that were supplied by them. If the specifications themselves are wrong, well, you can't fault the Chinese for that situation. It was whoever designed the product to begin with.
But he adds that Chinese contractors should take the rap for using lead paint in toys. American consumers have been hit with an avalanche of recalls over imported toys containing lead, which can cause brain damage in children.
Here in New York, a Toy Industry Association spokesman told Reuters, quote, "Companies make toys, not countries. Under U.S. law, the ultimate responsibility for the safety of a product imported into the U.S. lies with the importer," end quote. Now, the irony of it all, while dangerous toys make headlines, the issue of faulty design has been around for years. Fred Katayama, Reuters, New York.